Hey everyone, this is Ari with It's Bigger Than Me. I wanted to get on here to kind of reintroduce myself to everyone. You guys, I believe that it is so important in life for us to help somebody else. I believe that the things that we go through are not always necessarily for us as much as they are for the people that we are to help. We have to learn that in life, our tests do become our testimonies so that we can go ahead and encourage someone else. You know, I had to learn this. It was hard going through certain processes in life, but I had to understand that my past was just that, my past, and that I could move forward regardless of what I went through in life to have a better future. I've been through some traumatic situations, and I'm sure many of you have as well. And I want to encourage you all to let you know that you do not have to be stuck in what's happened to you, but you can be free because God wants us free. And you have to remember that Jesus has set us free. Who the Son has set free is free indeed. You have to remember that you do not have to live in bondage. You don't have to live beyond what God has for you, but you can live the full life that God wants you to have, okay? You just have to believe it. So I really just wanted to get on here to encourage you guys with that, and then to also reiterate that I do have a book called The Loud Secret. This book is available on Amazon. I wrote it, and I wrote it to inspire and to encourage people to really live that free life that God has called them to live. And so what I'm going to be doing is just going over the chapters briefly, and then I'm going to be explaining just the meat, the content of it, so that you guys can be encouraged. Because at the end of the day, my message is to help everyone else. Like I said, life is about just more than me. It's about helping someone else, and so that's where I came up with the concept. It's bigger than me, because truly life is bigger than just one person. We do need each other to survive. Okay, you guys. So we're going to just get right on in to everything regarding the book, my book, The Loud Secret. So, the first chapter, I wanted to talk about a loud secret. And, some may think like, a loud secret, how is that? Sometimes in life, we can go through some traumatic situations and we don't deal with it. And there's a lot of reasons why we may not deal with certain things. A reason may be we just don't know how to deal with it. Another reason may be it's so painful that we don't even want to think about what's happened to us. So we just sometimes tend to bury it and just think that it's going to go away. And you guys, I just want to let you know that things do not go away if you bury them, okay? It's just like a wound. If you have an open sore, you can't just ignore it and think it's going to heal properly. You have to be able to clean that wound. You have to be able to, get the alcohol or whatever that's necessary, the ointments to put on it, and then cover it with a bandage so that it can be properly cared for. But you have to go through the whole process in order for that wound to be healed. It's the same with us. As people, we have to learn that kind of pushing something under the rug is not a healing method. It's not a successful healing method. And the longer we do that, the more you can develop what I call as a loud secret. A loud secret being any secret hurt or pain, some type of situation that you've gone through, and it's the result of not dealing with that. And because you didn't deal with it, now there's other things that are forming or being experienced due to that. And I'm speaking from my personal experience. I definitely, went through some traumatic situations, as we all have in life. And, with my situation of being sexually abused, it's not something that I wanted to talk about. I was afraid, very afraid when it happened when I was younger. And I really didn't know what to do. So I buried it. And for over 20 years, I did not even speak about it. And because of that, I have developed so many just negative emotions and habits and things that I thought that was okay when indeed they were not. But I thought it was okay because I had buried it for so long that the negative things that I was doing had actually become normal. And a lot of times that happens with us. But I had kept this secret, or what had happened, for so long that I kind of believed at moments like, well, did it happen, or it happened, when indeed it did happen. So God had to just remind me, in 2012, He said, listen, it's time for you to be healed. You were not meant or created to be this, this rough, mean person. I created you to be delicate and powerful at the same time. I created you to be healed. I created you to be this beautiful queen and royal, but you have to go through this process if you want to live the life that I created you to have. So I had to step back, look at self, go through the process that God helped me or showed me how to go through in order to accept and to live my freedom. And I have to let you guys know that it is a process, you all. It's definitely a process, but know that it is worth it. You know, there are days where you may be so angry, but there are going to be days where you are relieved because you finally begin to deal with these loud secrets. You finally begin to deal with the traumatic situations that you really didn't want to tell anybody about. You finally had the courage to look at it and say, yes, this happened. This, it does not define me. It helped build my character. It refined me. So now that I can blossom into this beautiful flower that God has always created me to be. You guys, okay, so, that's what the first chapter in the book is about. Is what is a loud secret. And so we have to learn, you guys, how and when to deal with certain situations so that we truly can be free and embrace the life that God wants us to have. Okay, you guys, regardless of, thinking about, oh, well, if I don't want to expose the person or, this and that did this thing to me. Get your freedom, okay? However you do that, get your freedom, okay? I just want to encourage you guys to not have any excuses, because you have to understand that in life, the people that hurt you, they may not even be thinking about you at this point. You're the one that's damaged. So you have to look at self, and you have to take self seriously. You have to know that you are worth the healing. You are worth going through the process, and things are going to work out. Do not fear, okay? Don't fear or worry about somebody else. Look at self, because I also look at it as, how can you effectively in life help anybody else if you are all broken and torn up? We have to be in a situation or position so that we have helped ourselves so that we can help somebody else. Okay, you guys? So I just wanted to just briefly give you guys that peek within the book, within the chapter. Of course, there's so much more to talk about within that first chapter, but you guys can definitely go ahead, grab it on Amazon at amazon.com. You can get the book, write a review. You can reach out to me. I'll leave my contact information in the comment section below this video. But I'm going to start doing these videos and just go through the book, because truly it is time for us to have whole health. Spirit, soul, and body to be healthy. In the Bible, it talks about that 3 John 1 and 2, it talks about, beloved, I hope about all things that you prosper, be in health, even as your soul prospers. God cares about our soul, our will, emotions. God cares about our mind, will, and our emotions. He cares about those things, and we have to care about it as well, okay? We can live a healthy life, you guys. You just have to take the time, sit down, and say, this is important. I'm going to handle it and move forward. And I just want to leave you guys with this. In life, you may look at a person and you may say, gosh, they're so beautiful on the outside. There's nothing wrong, and you may even be able to cover yourself up on the outside and look all beautiful and have your hair done, have lashes, nails, whatever it is, just be looking the bomb.com. But ultimately, on the inside, you're all torn up, because there are moments and times where a person that looks so good on the outside can go home or be in their car alone, driving home, and just break down, just crying. And this is all due to not dealing with things that are going on in the inside. So I'm here to help you guys as much as I can. I'm not here as a professional counselor, you guys. I'm just here to encourage you guys to deal with what you need to. Definitely seek professional counseling, or seek a local pastor if that's something that you definitely desire to get with moving forward within this process. But I can definitely help, just be in agreement with you with prayer. You can send a prayer request to my contact email. I'll leave that. I do have a website. I'll leave that information down there as well. I'm just here to encourage you to be a better you and get the life that God wants you to have. Okay, you guys? I hope that you have an amazing day. Remember to renew your mind. It is the gold mine. Love you guys. Bye.